Bonjour. Chers parents, famille, amis et amies de nos jeunes diplômés, beste ouders, vrienden en familie van ons afgestudeerden, and dear parents, friends and family of our recent graduates. Bienvenue, hartelijk welcome. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the joint Brewface programs of the École Polytechnique de l'Université Libre de Bruxelles en van de faculteit Ingenieurswetenschappen van de Vrije Universiteit Brussel. C'est également la proclamation des diplômés de l'École Polytechnique de Bruxelles. So today we are celebrating the class of 2025. Over 200 of our young graduates are here with us today. Those who could not be here, very few, less than 20, will certainly be trying to watch us online. So my name is Christine Bartik. I'm a professor at the École Polytechnique, and I had the pleasure of teaching and the honor of working with some of the graduates which are going to be coming here today on the balcony. And it'll be my immense pleasure to accompany you during the ceremony. So the first part will take part here on the balcony. All the graduates will be called, and they will have the traditional turning of the tassel ceremony and congratulated by our deans.
Le patriarcat, c'est surcoté? Ça existe?
Alors nous allons également féliciter ceux et celles qui ont obtenu un doctorat pendant l'année académique 2024-2025. Ils vont également venir ici sur le balcon. En fait, c'est la première année, certains d'entre eux ont été proclamés master en 2020. La première année, on a pu célébrer leur proclamation ici sur le balcon. Donc pour eux, ils pourront en profiter 2 fois. Alors, once all our graduates have been named, they will come and join you here on the Grand Place and stand in front of you. And then there will be a second part to the ceremony where there will be talks which will be given by representatives of the town and our deans and representatives of both our universities. So here today is the day of our students. We're really all here to honor them. So to start, I would like to ask now to welcome Professor Francis Berkmans, décan van de faculteit Ingenieurswetenschappen, et le professeur Dimitri Gilis, doyen de l'École Polytechnique de Bruxelles. Avant de vous inviter à accueillir les professeurs de l'ULB et de la VUB qui ont eu le plaisir d'enseigner à la promotion 2025, je souhaiterais demander à ma collègue, la professeure Samia Benrajeb, professeure à l'École Polytechnique de Bruxelles, de venir rejoindre les doyens. Donc Samia va être honorée. Samia dirige le laboratoire Architecture and Architectural Engineering et elle s'est vue décerner cette année-ci par l'ULB le prix Socrate Pédagogie. Alors, ce prix célèbre chaque année l'excellence dans l'enseignement et met en lumière des professeurs remarquables qui se distinguent par leur approche novatrice et leur impact positif sur les étudiants. Pour lui remettre le prix, j'invite Madame la rectrice, la professeure Annemie Schoos, et l'étudiant Numa Deville à venir nous rejoindre, qui vont pouvoir vous expliquer pourquoi Samia a été choisie pour recevoir le prix. Madame la rectrice et Numa Deville.
Chers diplômés, chers parents, chers proches, chers collègues, chers amis et chères amies, mais surtout, chère Samia. Elle nous pousse à penser par nous-mêmes. Elle est juste, humaine et rigoureuse. Elle cherche sans cesse à améliorer son cours. Ces mots ne sont pas les miens, ce sont ceux de vos étudiants et étudiantes. Ils vous ont adressé directement et traduisent une reconnaissance sincère et précieuse. Enseigner, c'est se confronter chaque jour à une question essentielle. Comment transmettre au mieux une matière parfois complexe? Comment la rendre non seulement compréhensible, mais aussi vivante et captivante, au point que chacun puisse se l'approprier pleinement? Ce défi est au cœur de votre métier, et vous, chère Samia, vous le relevez avec brio. Tout au long de leur parcours à l'université, vous guidez vos étudiants et étudiantes sur le chemin exigeant, non seulement du savoir théorique, mais aussi de l'analyse, de la conception, de la création. Vous les plongez dans la pratique grâce à des cas concrets et pluridisciplinaires. Vous mobilisez toutes les compétences en les initiant aux méthodes et aux outils les plus actuels. Vous les mettez en dialogue avec des chercheurs, des experts, des professionnels qui élargissent leur horizon. Et surtout, vous leur montrez par l'exemple que l'exigence peut rimer avec le respect et que la rigueur n'exclut jamais la bienveillance. Voilà pourquoi, à l'ULB, nous sommes fiers de compter parmi nous, des enseignants et enseignantes d'une telle qualité. Aujourd'hui, cette reconnaissance du prix Socrate de la pédagogie a une force toute particulière, parce qu'elle n'est pas seulement décernée par l'ULB, mais bien par celles et ceux qui chaque jour bénéficient de votre engagement, vos étudiants et vos étudiantes. Ce sont eux qui proposent les candidatures, ce sont eux qui vous ont proposé, ce sont eux qui choisissent de vous mettre en lumière, ce sont eux qui disent par leur vote l'impact que vous avez eu dans leur parcours et dans leur vie. Et qui mieux qu'eux finalement pour témoigner de ce que vous leur apportez. C'est donc avec une grande joie que je cède maintenant la parole à Nouma Deville, représentant du bureau étudiant Polytechnique à l'initiative de votre candidature. Chère Samia, félicitations.
Concevoir un pavillon d'exposition mettant en avant des femmes artistes belges du XXe siècle, ou encore répondre à de véritables appels à projets du Bouwmeester maître architecte. Voici 2 types d'exercices sur lesquels les étudiantes et étudiants en ingénierie civile architecte se sont penchés lors des cours de Samia Benrajeb. Ces exercices pédagogiques d'actualité témoignent de son exigence, de son implication et de l'aspect multidisciplinaire de ses enseignements. Samia ne s'y limite pas à apprendre à ses élèves les fondamentaux de l'architecture, mais souhaite leur apporter le bagage culturel et environnemental nécessaire afin qu'ils deviennent des acteurs de l'architecture responsables et soutenables afin de faire face aux enjeux socio-écologiques actuels. Mais bien au-delà de ces cours, Samia est une enseignante dévouée, à l'écoute et bienveillante. C'est donc tout naturellement que les étudiantes et étudiants l'ont proposée. C'est donc avec une grande joie que j'ai l'honneur de remettre le prix Socrate à la professeure Samia Benrajeb. Merci Samia.
Et après cette reconnaissance bien méritée pour Samia, j'aimerais bien maintenant inviter all the professors who taught in the Brewface programs and the ULB programs to come and join us on the balcony. Colleagues, please come and join us. Oui. Thank you very much. These are the colleagues who did all the hard work to be able to promote our students today. Thank you for their applause, for the applause. I'm asking Antoine Nonclair, who's our Vice Dean of Teaching, to stay with us here on the balcony. he will distributing to our young graduates a proxy of their diploma. They're not quite ready yet, a diploma that they'll be able to get in a couple of weeks. So we will start now by welcoming our recent graduates. But before welcoming the master students who are now graduated from the class of 2025, I would like to welcome our recent PhD graduates. Donc, durant l'année académique 2024-2025, l'École polytechnique de Bruxelles a diplômé 37 docteurs en sciences de l'ingénieur ou en arts du bâtir et urbanisme. Beaucoup sont internationaux, beaucoup ont déjà quitté ou travaillent et n'ont pas pu se libérer aujourd'hui, mais nous en avons quand même 11 qui sont venus aujourd'hui sur le balcon. Et parmi eux, nous en avons 2, comme je vous ai dit tout à l'heure, qui ont déjà été ici en 2020. Donc je vais les nommer un à un, et ils vont se faire féliciter par nos doyens. Romain Carpentier, qui a été mon doctorant. Javier Chavez Cerda. Visiblement le doctorant d'Antoine. Roland de Meulenard avec Félix. Ah. Macarena Diaz Cortés. Adriana Enaque. Laura Donato. Ricardo Gelain. Parinaz Hobby. Alberto Procacci. Carmen Rozo Méndez. Et Maxime Schoumans. We will now continue. We will now continue with the Bruve's Master of Science in Architecture and Engineering. Sarah Beulens. Quentin Blondel. Nicolas Bogossian. Héloïse Collinet. Judith Coles. Raymond Choubaïrou. Ebert de Rover. Sarah de Mol. Hannah Dirks. Maaike Eekhout. Martin Fontaine. Mara François. Hannelore Haak. Lena Halterman. Naomi Henkes. Lucie Herman. Émilien Geniot. Lucie Maffessoni. Christophe Mikils. Louis Perrin. Bao Pearson. Florent Pisaneski. Laura Recker. Several of our students have distinguished themselves academically. Laura is one of them, and for her excellent academic achievements and her interest in real estate problems, Laura has been awarded the Annickstone Prize. Romain Richard. Seyed Shamsuddin. Gevorg Torassian. Is absent, in absentia. Lynn van den Broek. Jeff van den Dries. Lise van Holen. So Lise has been awarded 2 prizes. Having graduated top of her class, she has been awarded the Excellence Prize Victor Horta. And she has also been awarded the Brea Prize, so from the VUB alumni, for her master's thesis. Manon van Hollebeke. Lucas van Uffelen. And Louise Beckwith. We will now be calling the Bruface March of Science Bruface March of Science in Civil Engineering. Luciano Aguilar. Hassan Asaf. And we're welcoming again Nouma Deville, who just heard, who spoke about the Prix Socrates. Ferdi Dogu. Marie Foulix. Daniel Alexandre Gwenoff. Nesrine Inam. Aurélien Jantas. Having graduated top of his class, Aurélien has been awarded the Excellence Prize André Paduard. Noémie Mertens. Nadim Naïm. Renaud Chaner. Alors, Renaud se voit décerner le prix du doyen de l'École polytechnique de Bruxelles, donc Dimitri Gilis, en reconnaissance de son investissement dans la vie facultaire. Bravo Renaud. Victor Schmitz. Clémence Sermessan. Et le dernier, the last in civil engineering, Anne Nguyen. We'll now be calling the Bruface Master of Science in Chemical and Materials Engineering. These are some of the students that I had the great pleasure and honor of teaching. I'll first call Maximilien Duflou. Nicole Gjongi. Victor Espel. Pierre Lamy. Alexander Offor. Mazarine Rémy Paquet. Alex Roig Ifornes. Having graduated top of his class, Alex has been awarded the Excellence Prize Démocrite. Daniel Sadat. Émile Seigneur. Seppe Stevens. Johanna Skiadas. Naufel Stitou. Eden Thibault, and Eden has also been awarded 2 prizes. The Prix Medi-Gozzi for her master's thesis on a project devoted to sustainable development. And she has also been awarded the Prix René Cypret, which is awarded to the student who has taken all their studies at the ULB and who's top of her class. Thibault van der Beken. And Shabhavi Vyas. Bruface, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering. Marwan Aoulat Ben Abder Rahman. I hope this was pronounced okay. Salvatore Carluzzo. Martin Fontaine. Martin has been awarded the IMEX Prize for his master's thesis undertaken on one of the research themes of IMEC. Jian Huo. Amin Lafkiri. Rehan Mokhtari. Congratulations. Miranda Ndayi Saba. Mano Paulin. Sylvain Powys de Ten Bosch. Sylvain receives the Henri Volt-Ampère Prize in recognition of the quality of his master's thesis. Ferre Schelkens. Ferre has also been awarded 2 prizes. Having graduated top of his class, he has been awarded the Orange Excellence Prize, and he has also been awarded the Préa Prize by the VUB alumni for his master's thesis. Sankara Sundaresan. Ruslan Siet. François Tumbou. Fan club is there. And Rodolphe Valicon. We're now going to continue with the Brewface Master of Science in Electromechanical Engineering. We have different options, and we'll be starting with the option in aeronautics. Muhammad Ali. Oscar Bakeland. Thomas Bariol. Alfonso Brenes Ramo. Ashraf El Arfouch. Foch, pardon. Romain Leclé. Non? Maxence Jousten. Pardon. Et maintenant, Romain Leclé. Shazad Malik. Mohamed Nagbi. Having graduated top of his class with furthermore a double degree from the École Polytechnique de Montréal, he has been awarded the Excellence Prize Charles Hirsch. Gabriel Pascoli. Sina Razoul Sadeh Bidgoli. Alexandre Roybin. Florent Soyer. Oh, sorry. Nick Soalus. Nicolas Tomic. And Luna Walkens. And Luna has been awarded the VLRI Flemish Air and Space Initiative Prize for her master's thesis. The second option from the Master of Science in Electromechanical Engineering, switch of deans. This is the option Energy, quite a few students. Lucia Alexandre Chaya. Admir Bajramov. Pierre Baudour. Ismail Bouariche, who graduates with a double degree with l'École Polytechnique de Paris avec l'IX. Jabir Chelagmi. Nathan Dim. Chloé Duwartz. Marc El Chamas. Marion Falkenauer. Lunia Fossion. Dimitri Ansens. Having graduated top of his class, Dimitri has been awarded the Excellence Prize Gaston Magetto. Bader Kalis. Paul Marchesi. Matteo Misser. Marc Moukarzel. Reza Nouri. And Tarlan Nouri. Yasser Ergui. Iman Sabani Asaban. Maxime Samois. Calvin Ousta. Daphné Van Kalk. Malo Verkouteren. Willem Verstraeten. And Ilyas Banasri. El Banasri. We will now be continuing with the option Robotics and Mechatronics Construction. Hassan Balouk. Léon Boremans. Boremans. Yacine Boujard. Leila Boukyaou Delgado. Isidore Branson. Guillaume Croin. Arnaud de Breuer. Having graduated top of his class, Arnaud has been awarded the Excellence Prize André Jomotte. Romain de Donker. Reda Elmars. Mohamed El Masri. Joël Matin. Salman Memon. David Molly. Marc Prat Plana. Saad Rekik. Louise Rennebauk. Sandra Saloum. Maria Talavera Oliva. Ruben van den Noete. Zakaria Zouaoui. Master of Science in Electromechanical Engineering, option Sustainable Transport and Automotive Engineering. Saad El Babidi. Raphaël Fresco. Seyed Farhat Hossein Zadeh Nodei. Aurélien Livin. Aurélien is awarded the Excellence Prize Bernard Leduc for having graduated top of his class. Amit Takour. Manuel van Rensbergen. And Marianne Zino. So this is the end of our Brewface programs, and I will now be continuing with the masters from the ULB. Donc nous continuons maintenant avec les promotions de la programme de l'ULB. Francis nous quitte momentanément pour nous retrouver en bas. Donc, première, obtenu le diplôme de master en ingénieur civil électromécanicien avec la finalité Operation Engineering and Management. Ilyas Helhadj. Mohamed El Moul Aoui. Et Grégoire Hupin, qui est major de sa promotion et se voit décerner le prix d'excellence Philippe Vink. Félicitations. Nous continuons avec les masters ingénieurs civils en informatique. Alexandre Acten. Wassim Al-Khouri. Salah Eddine Arfani. Romain Benner. Loïc Bermudez Arayo. Nicolas Blanquez-Yest. Julien Boistel. Sacha Deunslager. Younes El Mokhtari. Adi El Yakni. Breno Ferreira Ribeiro. Lou François. Et maintenant, Raphaël Humblé, qui, comme major de sa promotion, se voit décerner le prix d'excellence Philippe Smets. Félicitations. Michael Kala. Alexandre Lemercier. Lina Mao. Michele Leghieri, double diplôme avec Politecnico di Milano. Yenny Nguyen. Oguzhan Oktem. Maxime Orban. Maxime Pelliquero. Mathias Reveillard. Salma Salmani. Loris Sperati. Dylan Chetmizouatom. Elliot Lepalec. Et Olivier Ndinga Oba. Nous allons continuer maintenant avec les masters ingénieurs civils biomédical, des étudiants que j'ai aussi eu le grand honneur d'avoir au cours. Céleste Baquet. Daniele Claudini. Dariush Darimon avec un double diplôme avec l'École polytechnique de Montréal. Julie Debouc. Eva Delaria. Alessia Fragapane. Max Gérard. Lara Guelette. Mohamed Lamouchi. Thibault Legrand. Teresa Lindemann. Manon Marchandise, qui, comme major de sa promotion, se voit décerner le prix d'excellence Jacques Brocci. Amat Mezer. Clara Neuburger. Nemo Rafoul. Diana Sarkis, à vous. Diana se voit décerner le prix Gillissen en reconnaissance, on va dire de quoi en reconnaissance dans son investissement dans la vie facultaire et dans son souci du bien social. Ismaël Tetassit Hamzé. Sacha Domen. Javiera Viancos Saez. Et Souraya Zinebi. Et nous passons maintenant, pour vous rassurer, à la dernière filière, et master ingénieur civil physicien. Éric Bach. Il a perdu son 2025. Mathias Béguin. Donc, nous avons dans cette promotion d'ingénieurs physiciens des étudiants qui ont fait un parcours de grande exception. Nous en avons 3. Donc, je vais citer 3 fois le fait qu'on a des étudiants qui ont obtenu le prix Friedrich, qui est accordé à un étudiant qui a fait toutes ses études à l'ULB et qui s'est distingué par sa moyenne générale bien au-delà de la moyenne normale. Tom Delterne, qui non seulement se voit décerner le prix Friedrich, mais comme major de sa promotion également le prix d'excellence François Angler. Mounib Hossein. Alice Houard, qui se voit également décerner le prix Friedrich, mais elle se voit aussi décerner le prix de la Fédération des associations belges d'ingénieurs pour la qualité de son parcours académique, mais également de son mémoire. Daoud Lahri-Hara, qui se voit également décerner le prix Friedrich pour sa moyenne générale durant ses 5 années d'études à l'ULB. Nlandou Lebeau. Dibril Naoussi. Camille Pietras. Antoine Simon. Alexander Stevens. And last but not least, Mathias Boulanger. So this finishes the first part of the graduation ceremony. The remaining students will come down, and I think it's a good moment for everybody in the audience to warmly applaud the recent graduates of the class of 2025. We will now be continuing with the second part of the ceremony, where we will first be welcomed by Anaïs Maas, échevine urbanisme, espace public et enseignement de Bruxelles, et comme représentante du du bourgmestre, notre rectrice Annemie Schaus va également prendre la parole, Peter Schelken, vice-rector aan de VUB, et nos doyens. Donc je vous demande déjà d'applaudir nos orateurs, y compris des étudiants qui vont venir prendre la parole, les discours, à mon avis, les plus importants. Merci beaucoup.
Hello, everybody. Mrs. Rector, Mr. Vice Rector, Mrs. Dean, dear professors, dear families, friends, parents, but especially dear students. I stand here as alderwoman of the city of Brussels and on behalf of our mayor, Philip Kloos. But I also stand here as a proud alumna of the VUB and of someone that has many friends of the ULB. It has now been 20 years since I received my own diploma, and it makes this moment all the more special for me too. Today, we are gathered in a square with a rich history. The Grand Place of Brussels is not only the heart of our city, but also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This historic place has withstood the test of time over the centuries and symbolizes the openness, resilience, and cultural richness of Brussels. It is the perfect location to mark this important moment in your lives. Graduating is not an everyday event, and it is particularly special for me to address you here as VUB and ULB graduates. The bond between the city of Brussels and the two universities is very, very strong. You have chosen to develop yourselves in Brussels, and in doing so, you have become not only students, but also ambassadors of our city. By studying here, you have embraced the diversity, the culture, the values of Brussels. You are critical global citizens, true Brusselaars. And Brussels is the student city of Belgium. So don't let your colleagues in Leuven, Liège, Ghent, or other Belgian cities tell you otherwise. Because at the VUB and the ULB alone, we have more than 60,000 students. And if we count all the students in our city, we even reach more than double that number. Among them are about 15,000 international students who return to their home countries as valuable ambassadors of our capital. And Brussels has always been a magnet for thinkers and scientists. Just around the corner at the Hôtel Métropole, which will reopen its doors next year, the very first Solvay conference was held in 1911. Top scientists from around the world came together to discuss the pressing, unsolved problems in physics and chemistry. In 1924, during the fifth of these conferences, a picture was taken that went down in history as the most intelligent picture ever taken, because among the 29 participants were 17 Nobel Prize winners. Among them were names you surely encountered during your studies: Marie Curie, Albert Einstein, Erwin Schrödinger, Niels Bohr. So I guess we'll be taking the second most intelligent picture in a few moments. You are the new generation of scientists and free thinkers who will now carry forward these shared values of the VUB, the ULB, and the city of Brussels. Today, you officially leave the lecture halls and begin a new chapter. Know that Brussels will always be ready to welcome you with open arms, whether as alumni at Saint-Vé, in one of our cozy cafes or clubs, or as an employee, entrepreneur, or researcher in our beautiful capital. Brussels will always be your home. Congratulations to you, but also to your parents, families, partners, friends, who have undoubtedly supported you throughout this journey. Thank you, and a big, big congratulations.
Chers diplômés, je suis d'ailleurs très contente que chaque année, il y ait de plus en plus de filles qui fassent Polytech. Chers parents, chers proches, vous qui avez aussi tant souffert de ces études par période pendant les examens, chers collègues, le grand jour est enfin arrivé. Celui que nous vous avions promis dès votre rentrée à l'université, une cérémonie unique au cœur de la plus belle place du monde. Et grâce à Philippe Claus, cette grande place est la vôtre aujourd'hui. Nous sommes rassemblés pour célébrer bien plus qu'un diplôme. Nous célébrons vos efforts, votre persévérance, vos réussites. Car terminer votre master, ce n'est pas un simple accomplissement académique, c'est la preuve d'un engagement profond, d'une volonté tenace et d'un goût constant de l'exigence. En tant que rectrice de l'ULB, je suis particulièrement fière de vous voir franchir cette étape, après un parcours porté par 2 universités sœurs, l'ULB et la VUB, réunies autour du programme Brufès. Entrer à l'université, c'est nourrir un rêve, celui d'apprendre, de créer, de découvrir, de sortir, de faire la fête. C'est aussi embrasser les traditions vivantes et choisir un chemin qui reflète votre curiosité, votre ouverture au monde et votre désir de contribuer à la société. Nos devises résonnent ensemble. Sentia vincere tenebras. La science comme une lumière vainc les ténèbres. Cette lumière, vous la portez désormais en vous. Elle s'alimente du doute, du débat respectueux, de l'esprit critique, du libre examen, cette boussole si précieuse qui est la nôtre. Chers diplômés, vous rejoignez aujourd'hui la grande famille de nos alumni. Vous disposez de tous les outils pour réaliser vos rêves et chacun et chacune, à votre manière, bâtir le monde que vous espérez. Restez curieux, exigeants, audacieux et souvenez-vous, en ce jour, c'est vous qui illuminez la plus belle place du monde. Je vous remercie.
Miss Alderwoman, VUB alumna, Anaïs Maas, chère rectrice, dear colleagues, dear parents, family members, friends and partners, and last but not least, dear graduates. What a contrast. What a contrast between the brutalist concrete of the VUB campus and this graceful, world-famous 17th century marketplace with the Brussels City Hall dating back even further to the 15th century. Graduating from the VUB and the ULB, we do it in style. What a contrast too between the uncertainty of those first days of your studies, the many questions you surely carried with you back then, and the confidence I see before me today. And what a contrast between the ignorance, the relative ignorance, of those first weeks and months, and the intellectual baggage, the know-how, and the maturity you can display now here on the Grand Place. The past years has often been a search for the right classroom, not always evident, the right study method, and your own strengths. It has been a roller coaster too, from COVID to ChatGPT, not mentioning the geopolitical problems. Every year was different. And those standing here today have cleared many obstacles and overcome many hurdles. With the support of those seated opposite to you, and probably many others as well. Because studying is never something you do alone. A student is a team. We already heard the words of thanks shouted loudly from the balcony just now, but perhaps one more round of well-deserved applause for all your supporters. The Grand Place is the place where great achievements are celebrated. Of the Red Devils, of our Olympic champions who appear on the balcony, just like you did a moment ago, and rightly so. Because here we celebrate not only our sporting triumphs, but academic ones too. We must always take a moment to think to those who did not make it this far because of several reasons. And we must also take a moment to consider the assignment that comes with this diploma. I hear you thinking, another assignment? Well, don't worry, it's a philosophical one. The assignment to turn your post-graduation career into an exciting and challenging journey of discovery. Albert Einstein once told his son, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep on moving. I would like to ask at a short clause to that, okay. Doing a short surplus from time to time isn't bad either. It will also improve your balance in life. Your diploma and all the knowledge and insights you have acquired over the past years will help you make thoughtful choices. Take well-considered decisions and keep your balance in difficult professional circumstances. You know the VUB slogan, the world needs you. Well, today's world needs you more than ever. Not to keep everything the same, but to change the world, to improve it, to shape it with your own hands. Above all, feel the freedom to follow your own path, free to live by your own insights and to steer or cycle by your own moral compass. Stay curious, always. Stay open to new ideas, new insights, and new experiences, and stay connected to those who surround you, to society, and to the world, because the world needs you. This first quarter of the century is behind us. The second quarter belongs entirely to you. Once again, congratulations on behalf of the entire VUB community. Thank you.
Dear students, dear parents, dear friends, we are assembled here on this most beautiful square in the world to celebrate a major milestone in your lives. Take a moment to look again at this balcony of the town hall. You may not have realized it, but as you walked from one end of this balcony to the other, you took the final symbolic steps that have led you from being a student to becoming an engineer. This journey began for you several years ago. You have faced many challenges, hours of study, lab works and projects, all with the goal of acquiring the skills necessary to be an engineer. Skills that allow you to tackle complex problems, solve them, manage projects, and lead multidisciplinary teams. Skills that equip you to build solutions for the society of tomorrow. And the challenges that await tomorrow's society are many. You are now an engineer, but I hope that your years at university, all that you have experienced here, have helped you realize the importance of placing humanity at the heart of your concerns. I hope that as you develop new solutions, human beings will always remain your primary focus. May beauty continue to inspire you. May you strive to create beauty in this world, and may wisdom guide you in the light of your dreams. It's always nice to include a quote in a speech. So for you, one of Albert Einstein. Learning begins at birth and never ends. So this is not a farewell, but rather a goodbye for now. Through its lifelong learning programs and alumni networks, the university will always be by your side. Dear graduates, it has been a true honor to be with you today to celebrate your graduation. I extend to you my warmest wishes for success in your future life. And to conclude, I invite you to give a warm round of applause to all the people who have supported you along your journey and who are most certainly seated in the stands today. So please applaud them. Thank you.
Dear graduates, dear colleagues, dear families and friends of our graduates, as Dean of the Faculty of Engineering of Universiteit Brussels, it's an honor and a joy to address you today. You have every reason to feel incredibly proud. And I'm talking now essentially to all the parents and families because your support, guidance, and belief helped these graduates achieve something remarkable today. This diploma represents not just their hard work, but also your unwavering encouragement. So thank you for entrusting us with their education and for being the backbone of their success. A heartfelt thanks also to the City of Brussels for once again providing this breathtaking venue, the Grand Place, as a unique setting for this ceremony. Having it here at the heart of Europe definitely speaks volumes about our university's deep-rooted commitment to urban engagement and its central role in this vibrant city. So, dear graduates, you're not just receiving a diploma today, you are stepping into the world as engineers and doctors with the power to shape change. The skills you have developed here, innovation, problem solving, empathy, and compassion, are exactly what our societies need to navigate this very era of transformation. So be the ambassadors of our university's values, openness, free and critical thinking, and respect for all. Congrats. We look forward to seeing all you will accomplish in the future. Thank you very much. So it's time now to try to take some pictures of all our graduates and ask all the colleagues sitting there to join our graduates in front, and then we let the photographers do their work. Ah, il y a les discours des étudiants encore. Ah, sorry, a bit too early. Seems that there is, I thought I was the last one to speak, but apparently not. There are students who...
Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Diana Sarkisavo, and it's truly an honor to be standing before you today to deliver this speech. Here we are, after years of classes, labs, late-night group projects, some mental breakdowns and enough manual notifications to give anyone heart attacks, we made it. It wasn't always easy. Starting engineering studies wasn't hard enough. We had to begin with COVID for most of us. We were faced with questions and apprehension about our future. And then we've spent years not only learning, but also literally shaping who we are. We developed our critical thinking, navigating through the complexities of calculus, surviving fluid mechanics, and trying to convince ourselves that quantum physics really did make sense. Sometimes we were successful, and sometimes, well, we just nodded and hoped the exam questions would be the same as the previous ones. We collaborated in teams for many projects, sometimes achieving beautiful harmony, and sometimes we understood how challenging a group chat could be at 2 a.m. But we still got through it. Sure, maybe we don't really remember how to solve those complicated differential equations, or even how we managed to debug that one circuit that only worked when you didn't touch it. But engineers are not defined by their ability to recall formulas or compile a code on the first try, though that would be impressive. But no, we are defined by our mindset, by our resilience, by the way we approach problems, not with fear, but with creativity, curiosity, and stubbornness to solve them anyway. And I truly believe each and every one of us has that mindset today. On behalf of all my new fellow engineers, I'd like to thank our university, our professors, our teaching assistants, our families and friends for their guidance, support, and believe in us throughout that journey. But let's not forget to also thank ourselves for this amazing supportive community we created, for the memories and laughs we shared, for the future we're about to build. Now, on a more personal note, I'd like to thank my family. Without you, I would not be standing here today. Sorry. Your support has been my foundation. Thank you. I'm sorry. My parents left everything behind to give this amazing life to my siblings and I, and I'm forever grateful. Shad Sirem Kisi. To my peers, whether you're already working or not, let's take this moment to acknowledge what we've achieved. We made it through years of challenges, growth, and change. We learned how to build, to code, to model, to lead, and sometimes just how to survive another week. And somehow, through it all, we found our way here. Now what? That's a big question. We are once again faced with questions and apprehension about our future, yeah? Especially with everything going on today in the world. I know it can be stressful not having a clear next step, but we did it once, and I know we can do it again, because I truly believe that as engineers, we have the power to change the future, our future. But for now, let's take a breath, look around, remember this feeling, enjoy the moment. You've truly earned it. Let's be proud and celebrate. Congratulations, class of 2025. And remember, it is not just the end of something, it is the beginning of everything. Thank you.
Welcome everyone, or like already 5 or 6 speakers told you before, but I think my speech is the last one, so it's almost over. On this early afternoon filled with typical Belgian weather, grayish clouds, not too warm, not too cold, on this early afternoon, October 8th, we take some time to celebrate the graduates. The graduates of the class of 2025 of architectural engineering and civil engineering in all its different majors. We celebrate and we reflect on 5 years of work. For 5 years on end, our days looked a little like this. Wake up early, rush to an 8 a.m. class, try to follow about 6 to 8 hours of classes, or get through a long day of designing in the architectural atelier, Get home, open your computer again to complete deadlines, repeat. But telling you that it was just hard, difficult, and heavy without anything else would be a lie. It was exactly through these long hours of work, whether it was at our kitchen table in the X-dorms at the VUB campus or in the architecture atelier, we had the hardest laughs, created the strongest bonds, resulting in lifelong friendships and memories. This graduation ceremony seems the perfect occasion to dig deep and remember those special moments. Every academic year was characterized by a design studio, and every year we tackled a new design exercise on a new scale with a more challenging topic every year. Some weeks we were able to keep a positive attitude, full of hope and curiosity, and other weeks we had to deal with small or less small breakdowns, which we all conquered successfully, because otherwise we would not be standing here. Another thing that was the same every year was the sense of pride that filled me when presenting jury projects. I was filled with pride in my own work, but also filled with admiration for the works of fellow students. The last time this feeling overwhelmed me was after we all defended our thesis. This time it was even more intense, since we all chose topics of interest ourselves and worked intensely on it for an entire year. Luckily, not all my memories are built on studying. We did in fact take part in activities that were not related to any course, exercise, or deadline. Some examples are the many evenings of Architecture Week, activities like the yearly Brutecture quiz, where students, professors, and PhD students all teamed up and competed for the first place or just had fun together. The architecture atelier is not only suited for organizing large games like quizzes, but can also be transformed into a party venue. What especially comes in handy for the yearly Arch Week party. All these memories together show me that the VUB, and specifically the architecture department, creates a unique environment for us. An environment where we learn to build on each other, because when you understand that you are never alone, studying becomes a whole lot easier. And most importantly, more fun. At the same time, we were always encouraged to remain curious and to keep challenging ourselves and each other. I think we can all agree that none of us are the same person as the excited or anxious students that started this incredible journey 5 years ago. All of us have grown a whole lot and became stronger versions of ourselves. And to end this speech, I want to end on 2 notes. The first one is a quote from the Vice Rector of the current board of the VUB, Pieter Ballon, as I think this best sums up the environment the VUB has provided us with the last 5 years, which is that our university is not a safe space, but a brave space. And second, I wish for all of the graduates that they hold on to the critical thinking spirit that the VUB and the ULB has taught us over the last 5 years. Thank you.
Now the time has come for the pictures, so if I can make you enthusiastic again, dear colleagues, to join our graduates and the doctors as well sitting here in front, and then await instructions.
Bonjour. 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 Je vais demander à tous les étudiants et au corps professoral de se retourner. On va faire une photo du balcon. Donc si vous pouvez vous retourner et regarder en haut, s'il vous plaît. Et alors, il faut vraiment bien vous serrer, parce que vous êtes beaucoup, donc pour que tout le monde puisse rentrer, il faut vous serrer au maximum. Merci. Il faut vous serrer encore un petit peu, s'il vous plaît. Encore un petit peu. Merci. Et alors, je vais vous demander de regarder vos accompagnants. Et alors, ce sera le moment de lancer vos mortiers. Il a déjà fait, non? C'est parce qu'ils ont retiré les panneaux. Oh, c'est bon? Ok. 3, 2, 1 et félicitations à vous. Ok, alors, donc maintenant ça va être le moment de l'évacuation. Ça va être assez compliqué parce que vous êtes vraiment beaucoup. Donc c'est tous les étudiants qui sortent d'abord et les accompagnants, il faut rester bien assis. Une fois que tous les étudiants sont sortis, ce sera votre tour. Mais on doit faire comme ça et on doit enchaîner avec la proclamation d'après. Merci. Donc, tous les étudiants, la sortie, elle est à gauche. Donc, il faut bien sortir à gauche, s'il vous plaît. Merci.